To you, why you think he's still saying you stole the 5 million? And he keeps saying
Man, bruh, because ain't nobody holding him accountable. It ain't Vlad. Whoever can actually get him to answer, nobody is saying, how did he, show Boosie, show proof that he stole any money. Show what he signed. Show exactly what he signed where TQ got money. Show what the contract that you're talking about. What was it? What kind of contract was it? What are the terms? Can you present that contract, Boosie? Let's go over. Yeah. Or just on some non-paperwork shit. Boosie, swear to God on your life, on your freedom, on your kids like that, you ain't agree to restructure Blue's contract. Swear to God that you ain't have no clue. Swear to God that all this was done behind your back, and you swear that on your freedom, on your life, you know what I'm saying? That if you ain't lying, take away your freedom. Do that on camera. Do that on your live.
All right. So when y'all when y'all restructure the contract, right? How many albums Blue had to have? I mean, before that, how many his initial agreement?
His initial, I think it was 3 albums, 3 terms. But it was it re-ups automatically if we don't make an official release. However, and the reason why I don't know the terms of the original agreement, which was done in 2016, is because the Columbia agreement, once we signed with Columbia, that overrode that agreement. So the Columbia agreement took over our agreement with him. And the way that deal was done is if that deal ever went away, if he got dropped from Columbia, it will revert back to his deal with Badass.
So who got paid for the Miss It and all that?
They picked up Miss It and it became a Columbia record.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything from Miss It is Columbia. Other than the mixtape stuff. Now you got to realize this was in a strange time for the industry where we still was putting out albums, calling them mixtapes. Streaming came along, and now you had a bunch of people that was putting out mixtapes on My Mixtapes, Live Mixtapes, Dat Piff, and all of that.
So who got paid on that? Yeah.
Yes. Once we put them on streaming,
I'm saying Boosie got
we
paid.
did. Yeah, the label got paid. So everybody, once that happened, that fucked up a lot of business, really, because like I mentioned that the other day, Boosie got mixtapes on mixtapes, we're gonna call them mixtapes, on Spotify and stuff, on streaming platforms, while he's under Trill and Atlantic. That's technically he's not supposed to be putting out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just a I get
what you're saying.
With that time, it was just like.
But I want to ask you, the investment series, the features and stuff on now,
Oh, okay.
Who paid for that?
Nobody paid for that. Nobody paid for that. That was all off the strength.
Blue screen.
Yeah, that was all off the strength. The only thing Boosie was supposed to pay for was when we did the drama mixtape. Remember? I don't remember which one it was. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. He wasn't supposed to pay. He didn't pay for them to be on there. He just paid drama to host. Okay. I don't remember if he actually ended up paying them. Okay, but that all of those mixtapes were all financed by Blue himself. All right, and that's what we got when we're talking about the business side of it. Anybody watching this needs to know. Everybody talks about masters. The trade-off for a label owning the master is they pay for everything. That's especially the production of the masters. So if you sign to a label and you go and record with your partner in whatever city you live in, you pay for it out of pocket. They're supposed to reimburse you. And if you sign to a label, they're gonna stay on top of you to reimburse you before you put it out. They're gonna be like, hey, how much you paid for that? All right, did everybody get paid? Like, we need the producer agreements showing everybody got paid. And they reimburse you because that is the trade-off. Now, if they don't do that, you have an argument because you can say, I never got reimbursed. Like, if you want to take them to court and just say, hey, they trying to own this music, but they never paid me for the stuff I paid for. They never financed these records. Yeah. So a lot of the what's owed to the CEOs of Badass comes down to that. It's like, like, man, Boosie, you got to be able to show at least one receipt, bro, before you go to court.
All right, so I wanted to ask you that because is that why when y'all did the Columbia deal, y'all split it 3 ways?
When we did the Columbia deal, we didn't split it 3 ways. It's not a 3-way. What you mean by 3 ways?
When Blue said he got 30, then you and Boosie split the money.
Right, but it wasn't 3 ways. It was 2 ways. Okay. What I want people that support Badass and what I've put into it to understand is everything that I've done has been us, me and Boosie. Every move I made was like our artists. None of it was just for me. None of it was just for Boosie. Okay. So when you talk about it being split 3 ways, the Columbia deal, I think we got $75K up front and we split it 2 ways. Boosie and the label. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now what happened was the money that was for the label went into the label account, the Badass Music Syndicate account. Boosie went crazy. Right? Talking about, you stealing. Y'all stealing. Where my money at? Nigga, you got that van. Where my money at? I'm like, bro, the money is in the account, bro. We need to use this for, nigga. Like, I'm talking about raging mad.
So they were led up to the...
This what led up to everything.
I'm talking about the Canal Street time.
Yeah. And it's just like, God damn, bro, like...
What your plan was to reinvest the money back in the Blue? So
it's just to do what an indie label was supposed to do.
Right. So you can make more money, bro.
It's just, bro, you ain't supposed to blow the fucking money. It don't go in my personal pocket. I did reimburse myself for shit that I had spent on Blue, but that was discussed amongst me, Blue, Mike, before we even agreed to an amount. TQ, how much you in? Mike, how much you in? whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to realize that. And then what needs to happen between me and Boosie? We can't even have a conversation. I can't even say, hey, Boosie, man, we need to invest in a studio. We can take this money that we got, we're gonna put in the studio so we ain't gotta record, so we can have an office, whatever, bam, bam, bam. Can't even do it because he already on one. There is no two-way conversation. Again, this is the first artist we've ever signed to a major. It's supposed to be a happy time. It's supposed to be a happy, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be, I bet, well, when the other 75 come, like, you're supposed to be asking me what's the play?
Yeah.
So, again, and one thing that I want people to know is, why was I able to sign a deal with Columbia without Boosie?
So you saying it became
Because I'm just telling you. The reason I'm able to do that is because I'm legally authorized as co-owner of the LLC. This is why anything that I sign, I have every right to do it. So if it was up to Boosie, if we would have let Boosie stop this shit, we would have never been able to do a deal with Columbia. Because his energy was talking about cussing the people out at Columbia. When we called him to get on conference calls, he wanted to talk about other artists that had nothing going for themselves. And that is what happened.
So can I ask you, in honesty, you think a lot of the problem is you was trying to be more professional and he was trying to more bring the streets to the music business type shit, and it's kind of what leads to the problem. Like,
that's absolutely part of a lot of it.
The more street artists, when they get into the entertainment industry side and then being the boss side, it seems like it's a power struggle, especially like, say, like how you wasn't the rappers per se, you feel me? But if you come and bring something to the forefront like a Blue, it would kind of make somebody feel the way if they, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have a part in it. And that kind of seemed like a little bit of what's going on. Like, it's a power struggle thing. Like,
it's absolutely a power struggle, man. It's absolutely a power struggle. And, it's supposed to be a partnership.
But it don't.
It's supposed to be a partnership. And I didn't learn until after the fact, till all this started going on, that Boosie ain't see it that way. It's not even a partnership. It's supposed to be family business. I always looked at this and because that's my reality living in Louisiana. Our family is known, right? Our family is known. Boosie has made our family known for the music business. My thing is to grow that. My thing is always to grow that.